Guys, hope everyone is doing well on this Cinco de Mayo 2019. Today I want to welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to go over things I've sold on eBay, a selected number of items from April 29th, 2019 to May 5th, 2019. Very briefly, let me start out. Please, if you would like to subscribe to my channel, please do. I do a lot of these type of videos once a week. I also do tips and tricks on shipping and Chromebook videos, being frugal, some Amazon stuff, some other stuff. So please, if you like this stuff, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video when you're done watching it. I appreciate it. Let me tell you a little bit about myself and what I do on eBay is my main venue. Probably about 90% of my items I get for free. I either part out items I get for free on Craigslist or Facebook, or people give me, part out appliances, you name it, whatever I can make $1 on, I part out. And I do a ton of consignment. Consignment is not for everybody. It works for me. Like I said, I pay almost nothing for at least 85 to 90% of my items. I do some thrifting and garage selling, but not that much. No electronics, small engine equipment. I'm just learning every day on what to part out and what to make money on. All right, so let's get this show on the road. Just got back from lunch at a great Mexican restaurant celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So we got quite a few items here today, selected few. They're going to run the gambit of everything. Some good dollar items I made, some okay dollar items, whatever. I'm okay with not making a whole lot on some things. It all comes out in the end. My average sale earning profit on items is probably between $15 and $25. I do have a lot of sales that are much more than that, and I do have a lot of sales that are less than that. As long as it's a quick ship, I don't mind shipping it out less. One wheel, a rear lawnmower wheel, the big wheel, 11-inch wheel. You see them a lot on the back of mowers. They break, they wear out. I got this, and it actually sat on the ground on the side of my house since October. I found it the other day. I went, what is this doing here? I listed it real quick. I looked it up. Actually, I found a listing for the exact same wheel. I know what to look for. I know what these wheels are for. That's a Troy-built wheel, but it fits a million other mowers. So I found a listing. There's the part number, the size. Like I said, this was sitting on the side of my house. I got it for nothing with a bunch of lawnmower equipment. As I stayed here, you are buying number one, and I spell out the number 1. So people know they're getting one wheel, not two, not a pair, just one wheel. Very important to stress that. I have it even in the condition description. You are buying one wheel. I know it sounds silly, but people don't read. And I have it down here. I even have it in the item specifics. Type one mower wheel. So people know. You are buying one wheel. How many wheels are we buying? One, I think. I think it's pretty much one. Again, one wheel. You're buying. I'm very redundant on this. I'm sorry, but I want to make sure people know they're buying what they're getting. So I got it, went to Texas. The shipping was a wee bit more than $9.99. I don't think I made much on this, probably $4, but I used a USPS priority box, threw it right in there, no packing material, cut it down with my box sizer tool. I have a video out there using that box sizer tool from Bubble Fast. Great company. They sponsor our Meetup group. And it was shipped in probably a minute, 2 minutes, and it was gone. So not a whole lot of money, but hey, it's whatever. It's fine. Let's go to the next item. This item, I was at the thrift store, and I run back the electronics section every time I go to the thrift store, and I saw this under cabinet CD player, AM/FM, weather radio thingy. I probably shouldn't have paid as much as I paid for it. They wanted $11 for it. I paid it. They said it was tested. This thrift store is really, really good on testing things. Brought it home. Everything worked. I listed it. I sold it within 2 hours. I think I made about $16 on this. I forget, maybe 15 or 14 or whatever, but it was a quick ship. Put it right into a box, wrapped it with some padding I got from a story I told in my last video. Cabinet guy around the corner. I was walking the dogs. He was doing some cabinets. I saw this packing material. I said, "What are you going to do with that?" And he went, "Do you want it?" I said, "Yes." He's great because I don't have to get rid of it. So I went and grabbed all that. So I used that material to wrap this. It got there safely. Haven't gotten feedback yet. No messages. So I'm assuming everything is fine with it. So always keep your eye out for CD players. They do not make them anymore. And there's a lot of people that still use them. And this is obviously, I decided I just had under cabinet kitchen mega base, and I saw somebody put camper, and I thought, that's a whole different market I didn't think about. Camping, RVs. So I thought, well, let me put that. I probably should have put RV in there too. I wasn't thinking there. I may run out of space on the title. But again, I have what it includes here. I'm very redundant. I almost do the same description as I do here as I put down here. Includes radio, mounting, manual, and remote. No batteries. 2 AAA batteries. They were dollar store batteries. In reality, I get 4 AAA batteries at the dollar store for $1. I probably should have just included the 2 batteries, but I just didn't want to. In good shape, some scratches and wear from use, which there is. I know I've said this before, but I'll show it to you guys again. I always take pictures of it functioning. There's the AM band. There's the FM band. There is a CD playing in it. So it definitely works. Top view, front view. I try and get all the views I can. You get the point. Boom. And here it is, last picture as always. I always have a picture of the model number, serial number, so they know again what it is. I state that along the item specifics. Real crazy. Remote batteries not included. They're AA batteries. There's a serial number. I try and go crazy with these because this is what Google likes. I didn't put any item notes in here. Okay, so that's about it for that one. So I did pretty good on that. Let's move on to the next one. Trying to speed this up for you guys. I want to thank you for hanging in there and watching all these. I know I get a little long-winded, but I want to give you guys some tips and tricks so you don't make the same mistakes I make. A Dyson vacuum cleaner cord. This is a Dyson vacuum cleaner somebody gave me, I think, or I found. I may have found this one in the trash or at the thrift store trash. I forget. Sold a few parts out for this. Sold the canister. I probably made about $60 off of this vacuum cleaner already. I've got some other parts I haven't listed. $17.49 plus shipping. Shipping was under $7.99. So I did pretty good on this. I think I made about $15 on this for a cord that just, as you're taking things apart, the cord comes off at the end once you get to the motor. So remember, when you're parting out things, you're just taking things apart. You don't have to worry about putting it back together again. Here's the example again. I try and go crazy with the photos, as crazy as I can. There's the plug, the other end. And there's the tag number off the vacuum cleaner, the model number, so they know. I didn't spend a whole lot of time doing this one. Just basically simple listing. That's what I do. Very simple. Remember, 80% of the sales on eBay are done with smartphones and smart devices like tablets. Small screen, tiny screen. People don't have a lot of time to read. People don't read. So take good photos. Try and be as descriptive as you can and as short as you can with your descriptions. Let's move on to the next one. Lawnmower bag. Been bad with these things. I've had these things in my garage for a couple of years, to be honest with you. Don't know why I didn't list any of them last year, but I've been listing them this year and selling them pretty good. This was a sort of, was this the one that had damage on it? I'm sorry, I cannot remember. Let's see. No, it does not. This one is in really good shape. Guy got it. He was thrilled with it. I paid nothing for this bag. I got it with a bunch of lawnmowers. Let me, disclaimer there, if I pay something for it, I paid very, very little for it. I probably paid $10 for the mower, and I've made much more than $10 on it, so I call it a freebie. It's a Poolin because it's got Poolin on the side of it. It fits many, many other mowers. There's that side. I take all angles. Any damage, there's no damage on this bag at all. Here is, I'm crazy with measurements of the opening. There's that. That is about it. I try and do my best. I could not find a item number, not an item number, a part number for this bag. Usually there is. I usually write the model number of the mower on the bag, so I have that. So when I look it up, but I could not find the model number. So I looked up another one on eBay, found it, and just went with that one. Made, I think this one was in Pennsylvania. Didn't cost me much to ship. I probably made $22 on this in my pocket, so that's great. Let's go to the next one. Here is an item. I was cleaning out the garage last Monday. My garage is pretty trashed, and I get overwhelmed out there trying to clean it all, so I break it up into 10-minute increments. I do one section at a time, and I was cleaning out some shelves, and I found this. I haven't seen this in probably 8 years. Thought I got rid of it. I was quite annoyed today when I looked up this again, and other items, other accessories are selling really well, like the charger for the batteries that I think I threw out, and all the old batteries I threw out. I should not have thrown them out. I could have at least gotten something for them. I disposed of them properly. I'm sorry. I didn't throw them out in the trash. I brought them to the recycle center, to the battery part of the recycle center. Did pretty well on this. I actually shipped this out FedEx. It was cheaper to ship out FedEx than post office. I always compare those two. I know some people use pirate ship. I personally, I have nothing against pirate ship at all. Nothing against them. I can't seem to find good deals on there for shipping. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the stuff I'm looking up. But so this went FedEx, Smart Post, which Smart Post is two ways you can do it. You do it through FedEx online, through eBay, and Smart Post is a collaboration between the post office and FedEx. If you drop it off at the FedEx store, it goes from the FedEx store to the closest FedEx store or the FedEx depot or whatever to the location. Then the post office takes it from there. If you drop it off at the post office, I hear it goes by mule, snail, turtle to the closest FedEx location, and then FedEx takes it from there. So I'm hearing it's much faster to drop them off at the FedEx. And you save a lot in shipping. Problem is you can't do insurance. And if there's an issue, FedEx is going to blame the post office. Post office is going to blame FedEx. Knock on wood, I have not had a problem using Smart Post. So here is this item. I stated no battery because there is no battery in it. I showed all the damage. I took close-ups of what I could, what it is. I went down here to the item specifics, went a little crazy with this stuff, just looking things up on the drill. Right on the edge of spending a little too much time on this, but it was okay. Item specifics, tiny description there. Did pretty well on that for something I didn't even realize I had, that I think somebody gave me years ago that I never used. Me and wood don't get along. Give me an engine, I'm okay with engines and stuff like that, but wood I'm not good at. So I think I made probably $20 on this. I probably got about 6 or 7 more items to go, guys. Here is another lawnmower bag. I just got a feedback for this bag today. I sold it a couple days ago. Notice there's a description. There's the bag model number, or the bag part number, sorry, and then the frame. This is the frame. That thing and the frame that the bag is around is the frame. So I have corners, I have some wear, referred to photo 6 and 7. There you go. One corner has a hole. The other corner has a wear mark. I am very crazy with showing the defects of the items I am selling. I would rather show the defects than have the item returned or the buyer mad that something is wrong. So again, I stated here, dirty, will need to be cleaned. I stated, oh, that's the same place. I'm sorry. Just showing you a different, I stated there. So I stated everywhere. I did really well on this. I probably made $23, $24 because shipping wasn't that bad for this one. I telescope boxes when I'm doing these bags. I have a video on that in my channel, telescoping a box for large items. 2 boxes. I basically take the bottom, tape it, take the top one, tape it, put the bag in the bottom one, put the box on top, and sort of shimmy it down till it hits the top, and then tape around the edges. FedEx told me there has to be a 4-inch wide tape for the split where the two boxes meet, and I tape up the edges, and it's done. 14 by 12 boxes I use for these, which is the slender boxes, which is nice. It saves me some shipping. Again, there's all your model numbers. This one I actually did that sticker there. That is the model number for the mower. So I put that in the item specifics so people can find it. Google can find it. eBay can find it. Everybody can find it. Let's go to the next item. Try to go as fast as I can. Okay, dollar store item. Not a whole lot of money in these things. I should have. I forgot about this item in my store, and I should have upped this to about $13.99, but I forgot. I made. So let's see. The 3 of these $1 piece plus lovely North Carolina tax. $3.21 for the 3 of them. I made, after taking that out, fees and everything else, I made $3.75. Wow, not much, but I'm at the dollar store. I'm buying other things. I do sell some things from the dollar store, believe it or not. Grab them, buy them, bring them home, list them. Keep the listing out there and just keep on buying more of them and just adding to the quantity. Put it in a poly envelope, an eBay poly envelope, the ones I get for free because I'm a store. I have an eBay store. Every other month they give you so much for shipping supplies. So the envelope didn't cost me anything. Well, I'm paying for a store subscription, but you get the point. I'm okay with that. I should have upped it another $2, the sale price. I forgot. But I'm totally fine with that. I know it's not a lot of money. I know some people are oh, that's not worth it. But to me, my business model is fine. It's $3 I didn't have before. Okay, consignment items somebody gave me actually. They said, just take this stuff after I met with them for a while. And they said, I don't want it. I said, okay. Ship this out to California. Did not do calculated shipping. I think the shipping was really close to $24.99, $23.99. What I did here was a friend of mine, when I'm out and about, I'm always asking, do you have packing material? Do you have boxes? So a friend of mine works at a church, and we were back there. I was doing something with him, and I saw all this foam. And I went, are you going to throw that foam away? Yes. So I don't know, the box gods, the packing material gods, whatever. I grabbed stuff. I ended up using it within a week. I got the foam last week. I sold this a couple days later. I put it in a 18 by 18, and then I used a box sizer tool to cut it down. Box, layered the foam on the bottom, put some foam inside this so it didn't break inside the cabinet, inside the plastic cover, and then did that. Then I put foam around it. I put foam on top of it, box sized it down, shipped it out, went out to California. You probably could have dropped this thing off of a roof and it was not going to break. Pretty simple listing. It did not work. Power switch will not move. It's probably something I was doing wrong. I don't know, but it's gone. And I sold it as, there is no condition on this in this category. Not working. So they know. Look to be in good shape. I try and take as many pictures as I can. There is the model tag underneath. Always take underneath of electronics, underneath the underside, to show there's no water damage. A lot of times there's water damage on the underneath. I also took the turntable cover off and showed them what was underneath there to make sure that was clean. Actually dusted that off a little bit. There's that. I showed the damage on the lid. There was a scratch on the lid. And that's about it for that one. That sold in about 2 weeks. I think I made not much, like $19 on that. This bag was sitting in my garage for years and years. Don't ask me why. Sold it within 1 day. I listed it. The nice thing about this bag is there's no frame on it. So what I did was I just rolled it up, put it in 2 poly envelopes, taped it in the center, and shipped it out. I think it was a pound, right over 1 pound, darn it. Shipped it out, went to Pennsylvania, actually real close to my hometown. I made okay money on this. I think I made $22 on this because shipping was less than $9.99. I could not find a item number or anything on it. I stated that there is damage. There is damage right there, and that's stated in the listing. I'll show you that. There's my measurements of what I could measure. He got it the other day. I haven't heard any complaints yet. It's a flip bag. On the top, it flips back. So let's see what I wrote here. It says new. Really, it's not new. Oops. I thought uh-oh. Bag only, no frame. Photo number 6, small tear. That was the small tear I showed you. I don't know why I couldn't list this not new. I don't think new. I don't know why I didn't do that new. That's not good on my part. We all make mistakes. Here, new old stock. People don't know what that means sometimes, so I break it down. New, been sitting on the shelf for a long time, dusty from storage. Photo 6, small tear. Okay. Let's go to the next item. Got about 4 more left. Try and speed this up. Here is another Shark vacuum cleaner part. I talked about these a couple of videos ago. Somebody gave me 2 of these. They both worked. Should have kept one for myself, but I'm parting them out. I probably made off of this one. I've probably made over $100 just off the parts in profit after fees and shipping. The heads go for real good. This is very easy to take off. It just clips off. Don't take screws off. I've done that. Don't need to do that. It's just a button, pushes off, and the whole head drops down. So ship that out. That actually, I think, went to Pennsylvania too. I did really well with shipping. I think it was $11 or $12. So I made pretty good money on this. Had a heck of a time trying to find a part number. I could never find a part number, so I just put the model number and what it is called. It is called a Powerhead. I'm sorry, Powerhead only. I made sure that I stated that. Short description. Next item. These are not made anymore. This is a holder for a lawnmower bag. Bag comes on the side, comes up, and this thing is on the handle, and you clip the bag on there, and it stays on there. You mow it along, you get done, you unclip it, you unzip the bag, or sometimes there's a flap in the back. Grass comes out, you put the bag back on, clip it back on. These are very hard to find. I actually found 2 of these in my garage again that I didn't know I had. Listed them, and I sold them within 3 or 4 weeks. Not a big time sale. Went first class. I think it went out at 15 ounces. Wrapped it with a ton of the wrap I got from the counter guy. Put it in 2 poly envelopes, one on top, just next to each other. And it went out first class. I did okay with that. I think I made about $17, $17 for something that was just sitting around the garage that I didn't know about. Okay, this I got from another consignment. Sad story, the whole storage unit got flooded out. Most of the stuff was destroyed, but I went through and cherry-picked what I wanted. She said, just take everything, I don't care, and see what you get for it. I sold some things for her. We did pretty well on a lot of things, and she said, out of town. I'm gone. I'm leaving the area. Like that. The unit's yours. Dyson vacuum cleaner. The motor works. This head was jammed. I think it got wet. The whole unit got like a foot of water in it. It was pretty gross. So I made sure I stated that. For parts not working, please read. Motor runs, but rollers do not. Makes a loud noise. It goes wee. when it runs, and the rollers do not roll. So I took as many pictures as I could. Side, that's where it connects. That's underneath. I try and clean underneath here the best I can. Let's see what else we got. And here is the famous model label for the vacuum cleaner, always at the end. So I did pretty good on this. Well, I didn't make much money on this, to be honest. I probably made about $11 on this, but it was $11 I didn't have. I just had to unclick it from the vacuum cleaner, and it was on eBay, sold within a couple days. This is our last item, another Shark vacuum cleaner extension tube from the same two Sharks that somebody gave me. Didn't make a whole lot of money on this. I just sold this yesterday. Probably made about $13 on this, maybe $14 on this. But again, all I had to do was, I'll show you. All I had to do was click, press that, came off, wipe it off with a towel, make sure it looks clean, take pictures. This is actually done on my front step. I know white background, white background, white background. I try my best with white background. Sometimes I just want to take the pictures and list the items. But I sort of like it on the bricks, to be honest with you. There is the tube, the model number for the vacuum cleaner. So that was the same thing. I do my best. I don't even know what. See, it's hard to find. There's a part number for that. It's hard to find part numbers for these Sharks for some reason. I don't know what it is. Great vacuum cleaners, by the way. Very affordable. I do some vacuum cleaner repair for neighbors when they get things jammed in them. And the Sharks are really built well for the price, just FYI. Well, that is about it for this week. What I sold from April 29th, 2019 to Cinco de Mayo, 2019. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you like it, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm always giving some great information out. I run the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group. We're meeting this Thursday night, second Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. to 8:45. Look that up on Meetup. There'll be a link below and all the links. Also do eBay training, small group, large group, individual, on Skype, Zoom. We'll make it work for you. I've been selling with eBay since 2001, as you can see on that sign back there. So I mean, eBay, I like eBay. It works for me. It works for what I'm selling, parts and everything. I do sell some stuff on Amazon. Amazon's very different than eBay, obviously. It should be different. It's just a whole different ball game. Do some stuff on Facebook and trying to mess with some Etsy and Mercari, and you gotta expand your horizons today. All right, guys. Hope this helped you out. You guys have a great day, and thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.